Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to another campus update with Inside Swoop. I'm Mumu Hoque, here to bring you up to date on what's going on this week. The families and lawyers of 3 black people who were fatally shot during a racially motivated shooting at a North Florida Dollar General Tuesday are now suing the store's landlord, operator, and security contractor for negligence. In a statement by the family's team of lawyers, civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump said, quote, "These families have lost everything, and they are here so that this never happens again." The gunman was Ryan Palmater, a 21-year-old who had attempted to enter another store in a historically black college, but had been stopped by security measures. An email attempting for a comment from Dollar General has not been returned. A new deal to pay for the state of Georgia to pay for Georgia Power CO's new company's new nuclear reactor is being urged for by the company despite a few holdout opponents continuing to fight to get the Public Service Commission to stop the utility from collecting any cost overruns for the 2 reactors at Plant Vogtle. The proposed deal would add $8.95 a month to a typical resident's bill on top of the $5.42 Georgia Power is already collecting. The 5 elected commissioners are set to vote on the bill on December 19th. Troubled parents and students alike have turned to online counseling with the lack of available therapists and rampant bullying in schools. Because today's youth is suffering from soaring mental health struggles, schools have began turning to services like telehealth therapy, an online therapy session that is able to reach millions of students at once. According to the Associated Press, schools have signed contracts worth more than $70 million. Some experts raise concerns about the quality of the online care that is given, and sometimes a person-to-person session is more beneficial to the patient's mental health. These online companies attempt to behave like a non-profit organization, and parents and teachers claim this is a great way to keep students from falling through the cracks. A former DEA informant pleaded guilty last Tuesday to assassination charges of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse, who was assassinated back in 2021. Former DEA informant Joseph Vincent, a dual Haitian-American citizen, is the 4th person out of 11 to plead guilty. He is facing life in prison based on charges that include conspiracy to kill and kidnap a person and conspiracy to give resources and material support. Close to about 20 Colombian citizens and multiple dual Haitian-American citizens were part of this plan to take out the president of Haiti. At first, they just wanted to kidnap the president, which later turned into wanting to take his life altogether. After reaching a plea agreement, Vincent agreed to work with the investigation. The court hearing only lasted about 20 minutes, and the judge set Vincent's next hearing for February 9, 2024. NCAA President Charlie Baker requests that the league make one of the most dramatic shifts in the history of college sports, allowing highly resourced schools to pay their athletes. Baker claims that more than 350 Division I schools would qualify for this incentive, and at least half of their athletes would be paid at least $30,000 per year through a trust fund. Baker also suggests offering unlimited educational benefits and allowing these students to enter into name, image, and likeness licensing deals. Baker feels that the disparity is resources between Division I, II, and III is posing a new series of challenges that is difficult to deal with. His goal is to create a new division that allows more well-off schools to compete with each other and level the playing field for lower-tier schools. Manatees are gentle sea animals that have been naturally starving during winter for a while now. Florida discontinued their manatee winter feeding program this week due to improved environmental conditions. Seagrass is the main ingredient that marine animals and manatees love to chew on. For the past 2 years, Florida's experimental feeding program will no longer be needed because seagrass has started to grow again. This year, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service have found that seagrass growth is now at an incline, causing fewer manatees to be in poor conditions during the cold season. During this 2-year experimental program, thousands of pounds of lettuce were given to manatees to live off during the winter on Florida's east coast. Last year, more than 400,000 pounds of lettuce were fed to manatees near Cocoa, Florida. Millions of dollars are being invested into treating and filtering the water that these manatees reside in so that no harmful nitrates can enter the water. Over time, this investment has finally led to the restoration of seagrass beds. That's another edition of Inside Swoop. Tune in next time for more campus information. I'm Mumu Hoque. Thanks for joining me on Inside Swoop.